order. She'll lead us in prayer.
Let us bow our heads to pray. Dear God, as our faculty comes together, we ask for your guidance in all discussions and decisions made today. We thank you for your mercy, grace, and safety for all children, all faculty, all schools. We pray that your will be done in all our lives as we serve you to our best of abilities. We ask in the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Mr. Reynolds, will you lead us in our pledge?
Yep. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, you've got your agendas in front of you. I need a motion to affirm our agenda.
I make a motion that our agenda be affirmed.
Okay, got a motion, there's a second.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passes. All right. Our next item is the approval of our August 9th regular meeting and then our August 29th board work session meeting. You have those in front of you. I need a motion and a second for those as well.
I'll make the motion to approve both of those.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All righty. Now it's time for Mr. Schofield.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Dr. Taylor. This is a good occasion to be gathered together, to have a full room and have a full hallway out here.
Good.
We are recognizing tonight students who scored perfect on SC Ready end-of-year testing on a section of SC Ready. So middle schoolers, I had 8 students that scored perfect on one section of SC Ready last year. So I'm going to call them up. I'm going to recognize the student. I'm going to recognize the teacher that was teaching them last year as well. So they'll come up. We'll have pictures, and if we can get everybody crammed up in here, then we can get a big group picture with them as well. So the first one that I'm going to recognize is Owen Carter. Owen, come up, please. And Ms. Meredith Ackerman was his teacher last year. She'll come up here as well. Owen scored perfect on the math portion of SC Ready. We have not had a perfect math score in probably 5 years. So this is a big achievement. He was in the 7th grade last year, 8th grader this year. So we want to congratulations to Owen. Good job. Congratulations. I don't need to be in the picture. I didn't do anything. I had nothing to do with this. This is all on them last year. So, all right, stand still. We got more. Okay. All right, so on next we have 2 6th graders that scored perfect on the reading portion of SC Ready. So Blaine Dotson, smile. Give you this, and also Mr. Red Rushton, come up. Red's a 2-time performer. Red was recognized last year for a perfect portion on SC Ready as well. So. Ms. Brown couldn't make it, but they both have Beth Brown. Oh, she did. I didn't see that. I'm sorry. She is up here. Great.
I was here before you.
Beth had fall. Okay, so let's see. Beth had 2 up here recognized for perfect scores on SC Ready last year. So congratulations to those 2 gentlemen. Y'all gotta stay up here. In 7th grade last year for the reading portion, I have 4 that scored perfect. The first one could not be here tonight. She's not feeling well. Is Olivia Austin. I'll make sure that she gets recognized at school tomorrow. Second, a little pride in this one. Eli Schofield.
Yeah.
Well, I'm get this one. I'm gonna get a handshake. Okay. Third, I have Rowan Strange. Come on up. Rowan's also been recognized for a perfect score before. She did in the science portion in 4th grade, I believe, for that. Hold on. Another one. Come on. Lee is my most chipper person that I have. Congratulations. And that is all by Miss Corley. Miss Corley had 4. Come on up here, Miss Corley. You recognize as well. Stand here behind your fine readers. So big round of applause for those 3 as well. And I have one more that was 8th grader last year. She is at the high school this year, but Shelby Mitchell, if you would come on up. Congratulations, Shelby. And her teacher was Miss April Timmerman. If she will come up here. April only had 1 class last year of ELA, and one of hers scored perfect on the test. I don't think that the students realize how big of an achievement this is. This is extremely rare for them to score perfect on any portion of SC Ready, as none of them did it more than 1 time. You can see, and they're all very, very bright individuals. So they deserve a big round of applause. If I get the teachers to stand in the back and let the students kind of cram together in the front
Except
here.
for Miss Brown, she needs to be between them.
Yeah, don't stand behind Blaine, you won't be seen.
No, I'm gonna get in a little niche
Get your
right here.
neck.
I'll get between my 2.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do 2 shots on 3. 1, 2. I know Dr. Tyler. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations to all of you.
I have one more middle school recognition before we move on, and you guys can move out and get the next shift to come in. And that is for my teacher of the month. I'm going to do this because she is in here now as well. My teacher of the month this year is Miss Christiana Evans, and she will come on. I could literally recognize this woman every month for the things that she does. She has really kind of become the leader of the math department at the middle school. They ask her questions all the time. She spends a lot of her time tutoring some of the other ones and some of the things and different methods. And it's really been a benefit to us because she has a high school background, so she's done a really good job as far as at the middle school level, knowing what they need to prepare for high school as well, which is why she was our teacher of the year a year ago as well. But she spent her time during the summer tutoring another one of our math teachers to make sure that they were able to pass the practice this summer. But she does a fabulous job on a daily basis. And so we want to recognize this month Miss Christiana Evans.
Thank you. All right, now if all the parents will just stay seated 1 minute while I confirm Mr. Schofield.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. All right, we thought we might have let somebody out, but we didn't, because it's coming, so that's good.
So that's,
All right.
yeah, I want to clarify that as they've moved up in grades, these are from the grades that they tested in last year. So that's why we recognize the 6th and 7th and 8th graders from last year, because Shelby's not mine anymore. She's a high school student, but she tested last year in the 8th grade. That's why I recognized her.
Thank you for the clarification, Mr. Schofield.
Thank you, guys. So, are
We're
they
gonna flip flop.
good to go? Can we?
You're free
Yes.
to go if you would like. If you want to stay, you can. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys, for coming. Thank you very much. See, we worked it out.
25-12 the second game.
Nice.
Newberry. So they're done. So varsity will be starting early.
So this is a region match.
Should be. Yeah, Newberry's in our region.
If they're in our region, why don't we play with football?
We're in a different football region. We in region 1 with football. Don't even.
That's crazy, Jay.
That was a good question, though. You picked up on that.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how
But
it's
we used
split.
to all be the same every
They took-
sport you play.
They took us in Abbeville and put us in region 1, and they took Saluda and Newberry and put them in region 3 because they both had 2 schools that didn't have football.
Yeah, and that.
Good question, bro. At least we don't have to deal with the private schools right now.
That's what we're running from.
Second shift.
Second shift, yeah.
Wow.
That's some smart little elementary students.
Come on in.
All right, let's see, we have a couple more seats here.
There's some up front.
And one, and two, three, and one. If you come on in and find a place to sit, I think we'll be good. We good? I'm working at the theater, All right, who else out in the hallway fits? See if I got any more elementary that come in. Okay, plenty of seats down front, this row here, one here. If you got children, they're welcome to sit on the floor here, and this side, and there's two seats over here as well. I think we might make it. Okay. Y'all can stay right there on the floor if you like. Do you want to take, just say, I'm gonna take this seat over here, you get your children on the front. Okay. All right, I still got two seats up front, one over here and one over here. Any takers? Anybody else out in the hall that needs to get in? Okay. We're good to go.
Thank you.
Ms. Loudon?
All right, thank you so much. Good evening, and welcome to each and every one of you for being here tonight. Again, we are recognizing our students who had perfect scores in the end-of-year assessments last year. We have several students to recognize. I am so proud of our students. I'm also equally as proud of our teachers as well as our school, because we had some wonderful scores, and we will be sharing those relatively soon. But tonight, we want to recognize those students who had perfect scores on certain parts of the assessment last year. I also would like to recognize their teachers, as we call the students. So first, we're going to start with Max Manley. Max had a perfect score on the reading part of SC Ready, and his teacher last year was Miss Latham, and Miss Latham will come forward. The next student I would like to recognize is Cheney Gunter. Cheney also had a perfect score on the reading assessment, and her teacher last year was Miss Carter. The next student is Braden Gaunt. He also had a perfect score on the reading portion of SC Ready, and his teacher also was Miss Carter. The next student is Hallie Platt, if she can come forward. Hallie also had a perfect score on the reading test, and her teacher was also Miss Carter. These are all the students who had a perfect score on our reading assessment. They answered every single multiple choice question correctly. So teachers, if you'll go with the students so that we can get a picture. Congratulations, boys and girls, as well as congratulations to our teachers.
All right, 2 shots on 3. 1, 2,
perfect score on our math portion of SC Ready. The first student is Jason Johnson, and his teacher last year was Miss Minor. The next student I'd like to recognize is Carly Harris. She also had a perfect score on the math assessment, and her teacher last year was Miss Latham. The next student I'd like to recognize is Miss Cheney Gunter. She also had a perfect score on the math portion of the test. Her teacher again was Miss Carter. The next student is Braden Dance. Braden also scored a perfect score on the math test. And then we have Bailey Esco. Bailey also had a perfect score on the math test. I see that there was a missing certificate. I would like to recognize Liliana Spearman also. She had a perfect score on the reading test as well. Liliana, we will get you your certificate. I didn't see it in here, but you come forward, and her teacher was Miss Carter as well. And then we need to have Ms. Mitchell to come forward with Bailey. Ms. Mitchell was Bailey's teacher. And reading.
You guys gonna have to squeeze. Squeeze it a little more. Okay, squeeze on. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3, and one more. 1, 2, 3. Great work.
Then we have two more students to recognize. Fourth graders also take what we call the SC Pass test, and that is also a state assessment. And we had two students to actually have a perfect score on the science portion for the fourth grade, and that is Cheney Gunter. If you notice, Cheney has been up here 3 times. And her teacher was Miss Carter. And then Evan Turner. Evan Turner also had a perfect score. So congratulations to all of our students. Braden Gauntz actually was up here last year. Bailey Esco also received a perfect score in previous years. So we are very proud of our students and our teachers and our schools. So thank you, boys and girls, and also thank you, parents, for being here tonight so that we can recognize our students. Yep. We will give her a certificate. I don't know what happened, but we will get that certificate to her.
Yes, she's got them already.
At this time, I would like to recognize our Heart of the Wildcat Awards. At 96 Elementary, we have adopted life traits that coincide with the profile of a South Carolina graduate. Each month, we recognize students and staff members who exhibit life traits that set our school up for success. This recognition is voted on by our faculty and staff at our school. These folks are recognized during our Student of the Month luncheon and treated to a Chick-fil-A lunch by our school partner, Extend. This month, our life trait was teamwork and collaboration. This month, our school voted Ms. Stacy Goff. She'll come forward as our Certified Teacher of the Month, as well as Ms. Karen Moore. They both do an outstanding job of helping others and pitching in whenever and wherever needed. Both of these ladies are go-getters. They both offer suggestions and ideas to help our school run smoothly and efficiently. You will not see them sitting idle or even saying, "That's not my job," as this goes against who they are as people. They are both caring, friendly, and kind. Their kind and gentle nature makes all of their students and their coworkers feel welcomed and loved with each encounter. Ms. Goff and Ms. Fran, you truly embody what it means to be a team player, and I am so glad that you're a part of the NSES family. Thank you for shaping the culture and climate of our school in a positive way, and thank you for shining each and every day.
Three beautiful ladies. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good job. I'm also gonna say,
Miss Weeks.
Miss
Weeks.
Weeks.
Miss Weeks.
this week, you're part of the Wildcat Fleet. Let me find Mr. Rice. He's in the hallway.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Our staff at 96 Primary School votes each month to recognize a Teacher of the Month and a Staff Member of the Month. The character word we chose to focus on for this month was positivity. These staff members are known by their peers for being a positive light and always bringing a smile to our students, our staff, and our school community. These two ladies think of themselves before others and demonstrate positivity each and every day. Our Teacher of the Month at 96 Primary School is Miss Christy Bell. She was nominated by her peers because she is a constant and consistent service provider for our students at 96 Primary School. As the only in-person speech therapist for our district, she has her plate full at all times. Yet she comes to school each and every day with a smile and works tirelessly to provide the best service to our students needing speech therapy. In a primary school setting, she receives requests for screenings and referrals daily, but she never hesitates to help when and where needed, and always has the student's best interest at the forefront. So thank you, Ms. Bell, for all that you do at not only 96 Primary School, but for Greenwood District 52. Our staff member of the month is Miss Katie McClam. She is battling a migraine tonight and was not able to make it. She was nominated because she has stepped up and helped so much during her first year as a kindergarten teaching assistant. She came into her first year with us with a 6-week-old at home, and she knew that she would be starting the school year with only 6 weeks before Miss Stumpman, her cooperating teacher, would also transition into her own maternity leave. She has worked hard to ensure it was the best transition for all of our students and the long-term sub. Her experience with students has been a blessing. Her coworkers appreciate her friendliness and her ability to work so well with all of our students. So we thank Miss Katie for all that she has done as well.
Good job, ladies. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Mr. Rice. I'm Darren Rice, principal of 96 High School. I'm going to go ahead and present our Heart of the Wildcat for our support staff of the month. Back in the summer, Mr. Spadero came up with an idea to have what's called a success coach, and we developed a job description, and we started hiring. And the first time we interviewed this person, I mean, we knew from the very beginning of the interview that she was our person. Ms. Laura Owens, would you come on up? Ms. Owens is our success coach, and what she does is she works with our kids individually, works with small groups, with our employability students. She's already got one of our employability students hired with the district, working to get his hours for graduation. She's taken that job description and she's added on to it, and she's brought in several things, initiatives that she's done. The biggest thing that she just did it. I didn't even call me and ask me if I wanted to do it or whatever. But she does homework catch up every day with kids, so she has kids come in every day during their lunch period and work on homework assignments and keep them caught up with everything. She works well with our guidance department, our counselors, and just does a great job for us. And it was a no-brainer this first time we did Heart of the Wildcat for this month. So Ms. Laura Owens, Heart of the Wildcat for 96 High School. Our staff, our teacher of the month, could not be with us tonight. She is one of our volleyball coaches, assistant volleyball coaches, so she has a match actually going on right now. Ms. Kaylee Edders, she's a first-year teacher. She was a student teacher with us last year, and we did everything we could do to hang on to her. She's an outstanding English teacher. The kids love her. She builds relationships very well with her peers, with her colleagues, and with the students, so she does a great job. So Ms. Kaylee Edders is our teacher of the month for September.
Alright, do all three. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Great work, Miss Owens. Congratulations.
At this time, we, does our board, you guys are welcome to stay or you can go, but we'll give y'all that option. Shucks, we thought y'all wanted to go.
Paul, you want to stay? This whole month, Hey, yeah, but you know what? You taught me a lot. See you, man. That's right. I'll take it as good. See you, buddy.
Crowd dwindled quick.
Yeah.
Where everybody go?
Yeah.
Everybody want to stay?
And I'm gonna say for the exciting part.
That was the exciting part.
Yeah, that was, I agree,
That
I
was-
agree.
Pretty
I
neat.
totally
Oh,
agree.
gosh. So proud of these kids.
Yes, we are.
Yep, she did good.
We'll go ahead, any comments from our board? I'd just like to say this was great. Like Dr. Green said, this is the exciting part, seeing all these awards and our teachers doing a very good job.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Lisa, we have anybody sign up for public comment? Okay. All right.
Hey, Nancy.
All right, and we'll move forward. Dr. Taylor, Superintendent's report.
Yes, sir, thank you. You have a parenting report in your packet that you, for review. Also, professional leave requests and fundraiser requests are in the packet. We have one overnight field trip request, and I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Mr. Jackson.
Okay, we do have this, request for an overnight field trip. I'll look that up. Who's doing this?
Page 15. I think it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there. Okay. This is a trip for our, FFA, Mr. Rose, to send, looks like 6 students and himself to Indianapolis, Indiana for our FFA Convention and Expo. We will need a motion and a second to approve this.
Make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, there's a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passes.
Okay, thank you. I put at your desk some information about Administrative Rule JFAB-R, and this is in response to our executive session meeting with our attorney. and for the information he provided to sort of summarize another option for students that are non-resident students and how they would be able to attend Greenwood 52. And so the district will admit non-resident students whose parents or legal guardian owns real property within the geographic confines of the district, but otherwise does not reside in the district. And I listed some qualifications. Parent, legal guardian must own the parcel of real estate within the district in fee simple with an assessed value of $2,000 or more. Parent or legal guardian must have the legal right to control the educational decisions of the qualifying student. Parent or legal guardian must own the parcel of real estate in their individual capacity and may not qualify by joint ownership with any business entity such as sole proprietorship, corporation, partnership, or limited liability corporation. Parent or legal guardian must disclose to the district the tax map number or address of the parcel they own within the school district. And a maximum of 3 unrelated students may qualify for non-resident student admission for each parcel identified under this subsection. And the formula that would be used is per pupil minus school tax contribution from real property. This gives an additional option for out-of-district students. So it's not just the student owning the land, we have the option of letting it the parent, or in this case, it may be a guardian own the land.
Is this something we need to vote on?
We do not, it's administrative rule.
Okay.
I wanted to share that
Okay.
with y'all and let you know that information, but that is in response to Mr. Sherry's presentation.
Good, good, thank you.
All right, at this time, we have Lieutenant Mac Budrow with us to share the SRO monthly report.
Thank you, Dr. Taylor, members of the board. In your packet, you should have had a report. This report goes all the way back to July 1st. We came in like halfway through that month, but it goes all the way back to July 1st and to the end of last month. For the primary school, we had 1. Elementary school, we had 5. Middle school, 2. High school, 7. Alternative school transportation, the old high school, William Campbell Stadium, and the district office all had 0. Total for the month would be 15. I could not find a difference from last month, because I did that whole half-month thing. And then the difference this time last year was a, 23 was last year, so -8, so we went down 8 to this time last year. August 10th of last month, the elementary school conducted their active intruder drill. On the 24th, the high school, middle school conducted theirs, and on the 25th, the next day, the primary school conducted theirs. All went very well. Any questions?
Thank you, sir. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. All right, at this time, Ms. Anderson's going to share information concerning policy BEDH, public participation.
Good evening, how are you tonight?
Good.
Okay, if you would turn to page 20 in your packet, you'll see that there is a policy, BEDH, public participation at meetings. The limit of 3 minutes is supposed to be placed on each individual, but we found a scriber's error. In page 21, it says each individual at the top will be limited to 5 minutes. That 5 minutes should be 3 minutes. So with that in mind, we would like to have this changed, and we will not need to do it for 2 readings. We can just make a motion to change 21, page 21, 5 minutes to 3 minutes, do your scriber's error. And then take a vote, we should be good, if that's the board's pleasure.
Any questions?
Is there a reason it's just 3 minutes, or is that just,
It's just the way
Just
the
something we come up
policy
with?
was written from the beginning and the first 2 readings.
okay? I guess, is that enough time for somebody that's got concerns? I mean, we don't wanna I wouldn't think we wanna get over 5 minutes, but
3 minutes is short. I'm good with 5, if we wanna do 5. How about you guys? So that's something we'd have to,
All
a
right,
new
if you
policy.
would ask for you want
Okay.
a new policy, I guess now that we're not doing it on a scriber's error, I probably need to bring this
Right.
back before you legally next
Okay,
time
right.
for a second reading, and we will change in those places, I think it is mentioned in 3 different places. We will change those 3s to 5s.
Okay.
Okay? And then I'll bring that back, seeking a second reading
Sounds
next
good.
month, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We're done.
All right, Mr. Mackey, you up?
All right, can you guys all hear me okay?
Yeah,
Sir.
All right, perfect. I'm glad to be able to still make our monthly meeting. I'll jump right into it. The monthly update, our revenues through August, about little over $1 million, 1.05 million. Our expenditures to this point are about 1.3 million. That's not unusual for expenditures to be more than revenues at this point. Revenues tend to lag our expenses since a lot of our stuff's reimbursement basis. So that's not concerning at all. Just a little update on last year. We have our annual financial audit. Our auditors are coming in next month, October 10th, I believe, if I have that date correct. So they'll, review everything from last year, and we'll get a final report for them probably at our December meeting. Would be my guess on when they'll be able to make it up here. I've also included the list of our expenditures as requested for you guys. I'm still trying to fine tune it, trying to find the best presentation for you guys. But at this point, I'll open it up to any questions from you guys on the monthly financial update.
I don't have any.
Don't have anything. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Next, just to keep you guys abreast of the situation of our capital projects that we're working on. We've started the ball rolling on the old high school project once again. I've met with the architect, Michael Tuning, we have on contract, just to sort of get an update on where we left things with him and to talk about the feasibility of renovating the old high school. He suggested our next steps need to be to have an electrical engineer come down and walk through the property to assess the power situation and the power needs we might have depending on which parts we decide to keep, which parts we decide to demo, and give us a suggestion on the power situation on the renovation. Michael Tuning, the architect, is scheduling that. That date has yet to be determined yet. Hopefully it'll be pretty soon. And then from there, Michael Tuning recommended that we get some schematic drawings before we put out the RFQ for the construction manager at risk. The process along, he's the expert, so we're gonna rely on his advice at this point. So once we get the electrical engineer in there, hopefully we can start the schematic drawing design process, and then we'll be able to get the construction manager to come in to pick it up from that point moving forward. We also began work on I'll call it the security updates for the 96 elementary school. That's the fence around the exterior with the access control locks, similar to what we have at the complex. And we met with a company to sort of help get our needs itemized out for the request for proposal. In doing that process, we've sort of decided to include the security cameras all in one security project, since they're all sort of interrelated, and the access locks need some keys installed, so why not just do it all at one time? So hopefully we'll have that RFP out and issued by the end of the month, and we can get that project knocked out, hopefully pretty quick. So that's where we stand right now on some of the projects we're going to start doing, which, that sort of leads into the next thing on the agenda is the bond resolution. I know last month, or last meeting, the August 29th meeting, you guys agreed to issue the bonds not to exceed $850,000, but now we have to officially pass the resolution. Our very helpful bond attorney, Theodore Dubose, is here, sitting in the corner over there. I'll let him take it from here.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Dr. Taylor, members of the board, great to be back with y'all. I've had the privilege of representing this district for 25 years or more now, and I always enjoy coming over here. So thank you for allowing us to represent you. I did see the resolution in front of you. I guess it was in your package. This is for bond documents, a short resolution, and it authorizes the district to issue bonds, which is a loan, just under state law. When a local government borrows money, it's called a bond, and it will be, in effect, shopped out to banks. Not every bank in South Carolina is interested in having a tax-exempt investment, which is what this is, but several of the larger ones are, particularly Truist Bank and Citizens Bank are the two largest. One from over in Lawrence County I worked with last week, the one that bought First Carolina and Bailey Bank. So they do it. It'll be an RFP. It's done on a sealed bid, low interest rate basis. We expect to do that within the next month, and then this bond will be paid off in the spring. So it's a very short-term thing to keep your interest costs at a minimum. The purpose of the bond shown on this Exhibit A to this resolution. It's behind page 14. And there are improvements at most facilities of the school district, but not all. If after these improvements are accomplished, there remains money, the board can amend this resolution to direct remaining money to be spent on other improvements of the district. Sum and substance, that's it. It is a loan. You have to go through the statutory procedures required for local governments. And we expect to have this wrapped up, I think, by the first week in November. I think that's right. Dealing with various schedules for the next month, everybody involved. Dr. Taylor, happy to answer any questions from you or members of the board.
No questions? All right, I'll entertain a motion that we approve the bond resolution as
Second.
presented.
I'll make a motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that passes.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you.
I'll be back in about a month.
All right, sounds great. All right, Ms. Anderson, personnel.
Alright. Excuse me, Mr. Devine. Good to see you tonight.
Likewise.
So we have a quick hiring update. Dr. Taylor, in her official capacity as superintendent, has approved the following classified hires this month. She approved Corey Barnett as the ISS person at Edgewood Middle School. Kashiba Hintz for food service position that was open. And we picked up, instead of a bus driver, we picked up a bus monitor, we picked up a bus driver.
Good.
So that kind of fell out, and Mr. Jim Kaufman will be our new bus driver. He's already been driving, and we're awful glad to have him. So that leaves us with a special education teacher. Ms. Weeks has decided that she would like to hold on to the assistant job that she had open for a little while longer. So Lander is in the process of taking their spring student teachers and working with them to get them out into schools for internship certificates. So I think I may be back before you very soon with a candidate for special education. So I'd just like to thank the principals that are in this room with me tonight. It is because of their leadership and how they conduct their schools that we get all the time what a great place this really is to work. I've gotten 2 emails this week from Lander, who they have kids that are student teaching, and they want to teach anywhere but here. And they don't know why we don't have any more positions than we have open, because they're ready to come. So, and that is due to the leadership that these people in this room provide. And I'm just so thankful to be blessed and to be able to work with them and with each one of you. So, in a place where there are lots of shortages, we don't have any, and so we want to keep it that way. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, appreciate it. That concludes our open session. We do need to go into executive session for discussion concerning the placement of security devices within the district school campuses. Do I have a motion, we go into executive session?
I'll make the motion, we go to executive session.
For second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you
Thank
guys
y'all.
for coming.